with tensions seething between China and India over the line of actual control in Ladakh region. Australian media says that India has the most powerful partner on its side, the United States. The report states that India and the US are the world's two biggest democracies, sharing common interests in free trade, defending the strategic sea lanes of the Indian Ocean, and preventing China's growing negative influence in the Indo-Pacific region. Ties between India and the US have been marred by distrust for decades, with New Delhi extensively opposing extensive engagement with the US. However, Indian PM Narendra Modi looks determined to change that, making moves that once would have been seen as unimaginable. In January 2015, Modi invited then-President Barack Obama as the guest of honor at India's annual Republic Day celebrations, the first time a US president had accepted to be the chief guest at the event. Next year, Obama formally confirmed India as a major defense partner, and the two nations went on to sign a pact for deeper defense ties. Under Donald Trump, ties continued to get strengthened. Last year, Indian PM publicly admired India's ties with Washington, claiming the US as India's most significant partner. Trump has earlier referred to Modi as his dear friend. India has opened itself up to increasing volumes of bilateral trade with the US, and earlier this year accepted to acquire $3 billion in US military equipment, in a sign of increasing political cooperation. The two nations are now seen as engaged democracies rather than estranged democracies, as they were known during the Cold War days. Analysts believe that growing India-US ties were somewhat driven by a fear of China's growing economic and political clout in the region. In recent times, India has sought to strengthen ties with Washington, partially powered by a fear of Chinese economic and political influence in the region, especially in ports and nearby oceans. Nick Joshi, a public policy professional based in Washington, D.C., writes in Foreign Policy. As the Chinese get more aggressive in the Indian Ocean, India has been seeking an ally to bolster deterrence. C. Rajamohan, director of the Institute of South Asian Studies at NUS, said that India has now come to understand that China is bound to expand its influence at Delhi's expense. Mohan also noted that India was moving into an ever-closer partnership with the US, in an attempt to rebalance the Indo-Pacific region, a maneuver that's quickened under PM Modi. But he also notes that the Indian is wary of the unpredictability in the US under Donald Trump, and is thus keen to retain the traditional security pact with Russia. Do not forget like the video. Thanks for watching friends, please like, share, and subscribe.